what's on the other side, remote viewing. Again, Edgar Casey, he was a popular prophet in the early turn of the century. So this area is
Native American studies, remote viewing, prayers.
yeah. This whole area here is Native Americans. I really enjoyed, again, during my travels, we've gone to a lot of Indian mounds out in the Midwest, and they're actually all along the Mississippi River. And the mound builders, that's a whole another interesting topic. Shamanism, shamans of the Amazon. Again, one of my favorite ones is Graham Hancock. I've been following his work for quite a few years.
Meeting with the ancient teachers of mankind.
Yeah, he's done a lot of recently on the cave paintings in Lascaux, France, and that's interesting in itself.
And I see you have some of my favorite places that I've been to, Chaco Canyon.
Yeah, Chaco Canyon.
So, when I say you have Native American studies, you have it from every direction. You have sand painting, you have sacred spaces, you have the Apache Resistance, Spirit of Crazy Horse, Winds of Change, Winds of Time. I know that I rented one here. We pray with tobacco, plate making,
Right.
mound builders.
Yeah. Yeah, again, a lot of these are rare and out of print, but it's great to have them, and to be able to research and follow what our Native Americans were doing here long before the Europeans arrived.
Now, are some of these movies not rated if they weren't released in cinemas?
Yeah, a lot of them are non-rated. The majority it's on basically documentaries and different conferences, different gatherings.
But as far as for children, if the adults know their children well, they could
Right.
certainly judge if they think it would be appropriate. Because some of these are so educational.
Oh, right, yeah.
Some of these might be a little sophisticated and maybe, a little unsettling for younger kids.
Right.
But I could imagine that some of these they'd find really fascinating.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Ancient astronauts,
Yeah.
ancient beliefs, ancient technology, Atlantis, Earth changes, human origins, myth.
Yeah.
Is this where it started for you?
Yeah, this is what I would categorize as my favorites. Again, The Mysterious Origins of Man, narrated by Charlton Heston. That was on back in, I believe, the late 90s. Quest for a Lost Civilization. That man's civilization has gone back a lot further. What really was some of the early ones that I had watched is one called Technologies of the Gods. And it's a case for prehistoric technology. And the thing that caught my attention is these ancient cultures moving these giant megalithic stones and from mountaintop to mountaintop over hundreds of miles, and then placing them together so tightly that you can't even fit a razor blade between them. And you're talking
Things we can't duplicate with our technology.
right, exactly. And that's what really caught my attention, definitely in the early days of watching these videos. And then the origins of religion, and going way back to ancient Egypt, and a lot of the parallels that ran alongside with the ancient religions. They're all
Loved anything by Sun Bear.
yeah, there's a lot to choose from in this category over here. I really like that. And I've collected a lot of the stuff on 2012, again, to the comparisons, what's coming up in 2012. And there's definitely some interesting videos on that. And, you can decide for yourself.
Do people come in here and just ask for recommendations? Do they say, I'm interested in this, this, and this?
Yeah, a lot of times somebody doesn't know where to start. There's so much, they're overwhelmed by it all, and I'll give them some suggestions. And a lot of times, a few weeks later,